and Vivi. We just wanted to say happy birthday, and we both love you so much. And we hope you have the best birthday ever, and you're the best Tootsie we could ever ask for. We love you.
Hey, Marty, it's Mike from Cape Cod, and your nephew. And I was hoping to see you this summer because I had something that I've been wanting to tell you, and I've been thinking about it, for a long time now. And I wanted to share it with you because it was so important to me, and it just means a lot. And I think, it's a good time for me to share it to you now. So I just want. Oh wait, hold on, someone's coming. Hold on. And and that's what I wanted to say. Happy birthday.
Go ahead. Yes, yours.
Hi, this is Carol.
And this is Wayne.
We're here to record a video at Shelley's request.
Shelley has done such a great job of organizing these videos for the family. And so thank you, Shelley, for doing that. We're here to talk about Lenore, Shelley's mother. And, we have great memories of Lenore. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing a shirt that Lenore got me last time we saw her in Florida. It really is a very nice shirt, and I enjoy it very much. So I was just, Carol went to law school with Lenore. So what are your memories of Lenore from law school?
Well, my memory is that Lenore was a very serious law student. She was always studying in the library. It was very hard to get her to look away from the books. She was on top of every case. And there weren't very many girls in the class, so we all knew each other pretty well.
Right. And I didn't know her at the time, but did she have any social life, being such a diligent student?
No, she didn't have time for that.
So there was no boyfriend or anything like that?
Very serious.
Okay. Right. No, I think that's true because as we know, Lenore went on for a successful legal career and as a lawyer, and has a wonderful family, Danny and Lisa and Shelley and Adam and Sharon and David and all the children. When I think of the Schneiderman family, I think about all of them and what a cohesive family Lenore has created, and wonderful. And we've known her and the family for a long time now.
Wait a minute. Aren't we supposed to be videoing? Are we supposed to be making a video for Marty?
I don't. I only know one Marty. Trying to think. I mean, to me, he's always been inconsequential. So I don't know why we would do anything about Marty. I mean, this is about Lenore and the Schneiderman family, and all the wonderful kids and the way the cohesiveness of the family. So that's sort of what I thought we were doing here today.
Okay.
So well, it's time to wrap up. We've gone on long enough. So as we wrap up, we just have one final message, and that is Happy birthday, Marty.
Hi, this is a poem entitled Marty, and this is by Myra and Jerry.
We think there will never be a basketball player as old as he.
A sportsman whose skill is beyond compare. He beats younger players no matter where.
At Columbia Law, he got his foundation and learned the law and the art of litigation.
Not too loud. At the library of GW, he found the fair Lenore, and then he knew he was surely done for.
Whether in D.C. or Maryland, Naples or the Marco Shore, we've shared margaritas and so much more.
A friend and family man, always full of humor and joy, be it at Simca's or on cruises, he's our wonder boy. Friends are made to make life a plus. We love Marty, who is so dear to us. Happy birthday.
Hey, Marty, it's Ken Ludwig. I'm thrilled to be here for this Zoom celebration to celebrate your big 84th birthday. Now, I know that on some of those great TV shows and stuff you watch that the comedian will come out and say, like, Mrs. Goldberg, you don't look a day over 83. And everybody laughs. So in your case, you do look 84, but I think you look like a really hale and hearty 84. So congratulations on that. What else? Shelley has asked us to tell some anecdotes about our time over the years, which we've enjoyed so much. And I thought about a couple of them here. I have here. One was the time that you invited us to, I think it was an anniversary. It was great. It might have been a birthday, to West Virginia. I think it was. It was a resort. Us and a few other friends to this really fun resort in West Virginia, and they had a lot of sports and stuff. And my recollection is that you made us pay for our own cabin, and that made it particularly memorable. I'll have to admit I didn't see that coming, but I won't say we were happy to do it, but we did it. What else? Ordering Chinese food with Marty. We often go to Chinese restaurants together, and whenever we go with Marty and Lenore to a Chinese restaurant, we get the menu, open it up, and there's four of us, and I say, I picked like 3 dishes, sometimes 4 dishes, and Marty says, no, too much food. And he browbeats me into ordering 2 dishes, usually for the 4 of us, and 1 hors d'oeuvre maybe. And then the food arrives. I go to the bathroom sometimes, and then I come back, and the food's all gone. Every bit's gone. And it's because Marty ate all the food. And it's something I've gotten used to over all these years. But you'd think I'd learned from my mistakes. The other thing that tends to happen at these meals is as we get towards the end of the meal, he often lets Lenore have some of it, unlike us, is she'll be getting down towards the end, and she'll still be eating, and there's something still on her plate because she's still eating, and Marty will turn to her and say, are you going to finish that? Are you going to finish that? To the point where actually in the early days, I thought her name, I didn't know her name. I got confused. I thought it was like an Israeli name, and that her first name was, are you gonna, and their last name was finish that. And he got me to the point, he's gotten me paranoid over the years, because if I do get any, I then go call the waiter over and I order some extra Chinese food for me and Adrian, is that he's gotten me crazy because I'm afraid to look away from my plate. But it's all right. We've gotten along. What else? Pickleball. His latest craze is pickleball. I know you love pickleball, but these days it's pickleball this and pickleball that. All I hear is pickleball. And I think the reason you're so excited about it, I've kind of come to the conclusion, is that the name was originally Little Pickleball, and that it was named after you. Now, as I understand it, it was at college. Goes way back to college. It's a much older game than I thought, and I can't. I'm blanking on the school you went to. It's like starts with a W. It's like Wayne State. That at Wayne State, in the locker room, and the boys went to the showers, you got this nickname Little Pickle, and they named Little Pickleball after you. But something I feel you should be proud of, because look, it's now the game has become national. Let me say that we have been proud over the years to be. We've always felt your best friends until that other couple moved in down the hall, who are clearly now your best friends. Let me make one last comment that occurred to me, is that you know that I've always been very grateful that you've taken your kids and all members of the family to see my plays around D.C., the D.C. area, whenever they appear. And I don't know, maybe now is not the time to say this, but I want you to know how deeply I have always resented you getting the group discount tickets. He says to me, Ken, guess what? We're going to go see Crazy for You at Signature Theater. And I'm taking, there's 25 of us. I'm taking 25 members of the family. And we're only paying $1 a ticket. And he thinks I'm going to jump up and down and get all excited that he's paying $1 a ticket. Marty, I try to make a living at this. And a few more bucks would go a long way, especially during this pandemic. But I appreciate your going at all. Now, to show you what a good sport I am, that's no hard feelings, is that we have gotten you a present. I've got your present. I actually have the envelope's behind me, but I've got these little stinking earphones on, so if I turn around, I'll ruin this. They're not in this book. I don't know why I'm holding up the book. We got you a present. It's in an envelope, and what the present is 2 tickets on the next cruise ship leaving New Jersey. Now, we know how much you love cruises. I know that a lot of people these days refer to them as floating petri dishes, but that has never stopped you before. Didn't stop you over the last 2-3 years when one disaster after another happened on the cruise ships. People were stranded. There was, I don't know, Ebola or some other kind of food poisoning on the ship. You just kept going. You loved it. And but this case, I want you to know these tickets are prepaid. And we got you your usual inside cabin. And here's a treat. I want you to know that this time we got you the double cabin with 150 square feet, bigger than the one you usually get for yourself. And I've been told that this time, since it just leaves in a couple of weeks, you're going to have lots of room on deck for strolling. They tell me the basketball court will be fantastic. I'll have almost nobody on it. And best of all, the shrimp buffet will be all yours. So congratulations. We're happy to do it, and we're proud to do it. And let me just say, Marty, that as you know, truth is we're your biggest fans. We love you very much. I think you know that. And since you'll be taking this cruise soon, in a few weeks, I just want to say it's been nice knowing you. So we love you, Marty. You know how much we love you. And we wish you a big, happy 84. Okay, lots of love. Bye-bye. And I push done now.
Happy
Hello,
birthday,
happy
Mr.
birthday,
Marty.
Mr. Marty.
Happy 90th birthday.
No,
Not
no,
90?
it's not 90. No.
Happy 100th birthday.
No,
It's not the 100th birthday
no,
either?
Marty's young.
How old
he
is he?
is 68.
You look good for 100, but 68? No, I'm 68.
Okay, whatever. Happy birthday,
Happy
Mr.
birthday,
Marty.
Mr. Marty.
We appreciate all of the memories from you and your family, all the birthdays
Well,
you
he's
shared
not
with
dead
us,
yet.
all of the Chuck E. Cheese birthdays, and all the fun that you've brought us. And thank you so much for mentoring my sweet, sweet man and mellowing him out into the wonderful lawyer that he's been today. He could not have done it without your guidance and friendship. Thank you so much.
I've been brought to tears. Hi, Mr. Marty. Miss you. Hope you and Lenore are doing great. I will say happy birthday. I won't say happy retirement. The last I knew, you were reestablishing your office, and so I look forward to practicing with you many years, and now we have hairs all over one another, many years into the future. So, my friend, take care. Love you both. Bye-bye.
And thank you for giving us Lenore and her friendship, too. And best to you guys. You see, we're at the lake.
They're at the lake where Mr. Marty fell on the boat.
Oh, so sad. But
the statute of limitations has run on that, Mr. Marty.
But we would love to have you come back and isolate at the lake a little bit. You could stay way over there, and we could stay way over here and visit some.
That's right. And one last reminder, Marty, the statute of limitations has not run on the Ed Smith deposition. I have a copy up here, and I have one down in Florida in case I die. Somebody's going to find that and regale you with it. Bye-bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Marty has retired. S&J is sad to see him go.
We know he will be busy. Pickleball is his new passion. Wishing you a big happy birthday.
A birthday rhyme for Marty. It's hard to think you're 75. What a time to be alive. And we've been friends for 50 years, through laughter, joy, and sometimes tears. So many moments I recall. I'll choose a few among them all. We worked together on a case. 'Twas hard to keep up with your pace, but then we settled all the claims. Forgive me if I don't name names, but Client X stood up and spoke. I'm sure he thought it was a joke. I see you must employ them too. He looked at me and then at you. You said with a defiant air, meet Jane McGrew, my partner there. And so the client's joke fell flat. And that, I'm glad to say, was that. We've laughed about it often since, perhaps with an embarrassed wince. But we were partners. I was proud to have you say it right out loud. Weddings, birthdays, so much more, with kids and parents and Lenore. Your Seder service was the best. We sang Dayenu with such zest. I can't forego this chance to tell a moment I remember well. You, Lenore, and Paul and I got on a train in spirits high for Jessica's bat mitzvah day to celebrate and maybe pray. To New Haven we were bound. First, you dropped lunch on the ground. Oh well, no great cuisine was missed, though I recall Lenore was pissed. You then took out a book to broach your special role as Hebrew coach. Baruch atah, you taught to Paul. I'm not so sure he got it all. Determined, you still soldiered on. Not soon enough, the lesson done. A video records the ride. I laughed so hard I almost cried. Perhaps I did. Perhaps I do, for all occasions spent with you, for years gone by, for children grown, for all the great times we have known. An illness here, a shiva there, and always you've shown that you care. Now we're grandparents, there's the rub, but still the Margarita Club will keep us young enough to host a gathering and hearty toast to you, to us, to everyone, to milestones, joy, to hugs, to fun. Happy birthday, Marty, my friend of 50 years. I will always love you. And now, a postscript from Bob.
Marty, regrettably, I do not have a poem, but I am free to roam and to wish you a happy 75th and to look forward to spending time together with you in future times. So happy birthday, Marty.
Hello, my name is Nat Leventhal. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You're very kind. Thank you. Thank you. I am making this video so that all the people who see it will know the extent of my suffering. Everything I'm about to tell you is absolutely true. I have worked at the highest levels of government under 4 New York City mayors. For 17 years, I was president of the world's largest and most prestigious performing arts center. And yet my entire life has been haunted by massive feelings of fear, insecurity, and inferiority. Why? I can tell you in one word. Martin Schneiderman. Actually, that's 2 words, but you get the idea. As with most horror stories, mine started innocently enough. As some of you already have heard this first anecdote already know, my law school roommate Henry and I were looking to add a 3rd person to our apartment to share the expenses. We wanted someone quiet and reserved, someone who would be willing to literally sleep in the kitchen and be neither seen nor heard for the next 2 years. A real milquetoast with no social life. Incredible as it may seem now, I thought that person was Martin Schneiderman. But I was wrong. Regularly appearing overnight in our kitchen was a parade of women so numerous that New York City had not seen anything like it since the suffragette marches of 1915. Yes, when he met Lenore, all that came to an end, but the damage had already been done. Marty's success with the opposite sex and my utter failures in that regard were just the beginning of my long and disastrous battle with a pathetic self-image. In fact, ultimately my life became the basis of a movie made many years later. Perhaps you've heard of it. It was called The 40-Year-Old Virgin. My confidence did start to rebuild as I made the Columbia Law Review. But incredibly, so did Marty. But then I was elected editor-in-chief, which I thought surely meant my name would be the most prominent one visible on the masthead. But again, I was wrong. Marty insisted that his full name, Martin David Schneiderman, be listed on the masthead. When I asked him why, he replied that someday he might wish to practice law under the name M. David Schneiderman. Of course, that wasn't true. Once again, it was just merely his way to show his superiority to me, and he succeeded. To this day, you have to hunt to find my name, but his name stands out like John Hancock's on the Declaration of Independence. And to add insult to injury, Martin David Schneiderman became a Kent Scholar, meaning he was one of the top 5 students academically in a law school class of 300 students. I didn't even come close. But then I had him. An event transpired which I was sure would lift me out of my Schneiderman-created feelings of fear, insecurity, and inferiority. With the war in Vietnam heating up, I was one of only 5 law students accepted nationwide from among hundreds, if not thousands, of draft-dodging applicants to the United States Air Force for its military honors program. I would be commissioned as second lieutenant, but work essentially as a civilian in the Pentagon for the Secretary of the Air Force for 2 years. No uniform, no drill, live where I want. I came home and gleefully waved my letter of acceptance in front of him, actually more like rubbed his nose in it, clearly establishing that I had finally outperformed him. My days of humiliation were finally over. But again, I was wrong. Martin David Schneiderman had received the same letter. What are the odds? 5 people chosen nationwide, and 2 of them were roommates. And then our 3rd roommate, Henry, was elected president of our law school class. Not only was I not the most accomplished member of my class, I was not even the most accomplished member of my apartment. To make matters even worse, I lasted only a few months in the Pentagon, whereas Martin David Schneiderman completed the full 2-year cycle, parlayed his experience into a position with a prestigious law firm, even if its name sounds like a shoe store, and made so much money that he could have purchased the entire state of Wyoming. Whereas I spent the remainder of my working years in the government and nonprofit worlds, barely making enough money to avoid being officially designated as homeless. How could Martin David Schneiderman have gotten the better of me for more than 50 years? Anyone who knows him is aware that he does not even speak English. The only accent more incomprehensible than a Boston accent is a Malden accent. Allow me to illustrate. One night, shortly after our arrival in Washington, D.C. to begin our Pentagon duties, Marty was driving us somewhere in the District of Columbia. Lenore, I believe you were with us at the time. And for some reason, we were trying to find Massachusetts Avenue. Now, a person who speaks English would ask a passerby, "Excuse me, sir, how can we get to Massachusetts Avenue?" But Martin David Schneiderman, who remember does not speak English, rolls down his window, sticks his head out, and shouts, "Miss Eve?" The befuddled bystander said, "What?" And Martin David Schneiderman said, "We're looking for Miss Eve." Well, the poor guy didn't know what Marty was talking about. I knew what he was talking about, and I still couldn't understand a word. Mia Sev. Actually, Marty does know about 15 English words by heart, including Tootsie, Toots, deceptively slow, and, of course, Mia Sev. Which brings us to this celebration, if you want to call it that. My final humiliation. Its tragic scope was only revealed to me a few minutes ago, right before I made this recording. Today's being billed as Marty's 75th birthday. How could this possibly be? Marty and I were law school classmates. I skipped 2 grades in public school, graduated high school at 16, college at 20, law school at 23, and I just passed my 77th birthday. How can Marty be only 75? Did he graduate high school at age 14? No, it's another falsehood, another attempt to diminish my stature. And yes, he succeeded once again. Perhaps this is not really a virtual celebration at all. Perhaps it's a conspiracy or deliberate farce masterminded by Ken Ludwig to provide the last nail in my coffin of disillusionment. A2, Marty. But wait, what if this really is a birthday celebration? And not a Ducker, Barden, Schneiderman, Ludwig conspiracy? How should I conclude my remarks? Well, as one of the few people who has actually lived with this man, there is no one who is more fun to be with, no one who can make me laugh more consistently, and that, in case you didn't know that is a very difficult thing to do. We even performed a comedy routine together at a Pentagon dinner. Talk about a tough audience. What a terrific career he has had, and what a wonderful family he and Lenore have created. He's a lucky guy, and we are all lucky to be his friend. Happy birthday, Schneid.
Our introduction and friendship to Marty came, of course, through Minna's bestie, Lenore, her twin. We had not met them until their wedding reception in 1967 in Lenox, Mass. Though I had no part in her choice, I instantly recognized her brilliance as well as my own in spousal choices. Marty with an A and Morty with an O, both born in June 1942, and initials are MDS. And we both traded infinitely superior last names, Barden and Alexander, to Schneiderman and Schwartz. And so began our long friendship with Marty.
Marty has 4 pillars of commitment in his life. 1, his love and devotion to Lenore. 2, his love and devotion to family and friends. 3, his love and devotion to his profession of law. 4, his love and devotion to basketball. One true story is that in the past few years, when Marty had a shoulder injury from basketball, he consulted his physician, who suggested maybe at his age it was time to give up basketball. Marty gave up that physician.
At this time of quarantine and pandemic, we must particularly support our dear friend Marty, as 3 of his pillars have been knocked out, seeing his children and grandchildren and friends, his retirement from Steptoe, and of course, basketball.
So we kindly offer this tribute to Marty on his retirement and 78th birthday. Love you guys.
So Marty and Lenore gave the toast/roast for our wedding. If you know Marty, you know he was amazingly brilliant, funny, creative for the first 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 minutes. The good news is we had already done the deed. Okay, folks, get your head out of the gutter. We mean that we had done our vows. So the good news was that we had already said our vows, so that it didn't matter that people were ready to walk out. Anyway, we'd love to reciprocate his creativity, but Alas, we can't. We're just not that good. So we're doing the best we can, so you'll have to bear with us. And we're having our high anxiety right now. Be anxious, Ken.
I am anxious.
Me too. I'm anxious. Yeah.
Oh, time for me?
I said all my words, most of my words. You got more words.
Oh my gosh. Another birthday for our brother-in-law, Marty, who at 78 is now much older and more farty. He was the best man at our wedding and has been a good friend. We always enjoy the fun times we spend. So now is the time to party, albeit in isolation. So Lenore, it's up to you to make a wonderful celebration.
So if you were here in Marco, as we wished you were, we would be regaling you in person with our birthday song. You know the song, you've been there many, 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 many times. So instead, you'll have to enjoy this cyber song of wishes.
This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Ha!
Marty. Whoops.
We love you.
Uh-oh, it's already half done.
We love you and happy birthday.
And we're toasting you to many, many more, and we love you lots. And for many, many years ahead, we hope we have good toasts and good times. Bye.
Hi Marty, this is Kate, Norris, and little Idris coming at you from your hometown of Malden, Massachusetts, where we are holding down the fort.
We wanted to give a huge congratulations on your final retirement and also wish you a happy birthday. We hope all is well with you guys. We also wanted to introduce you to your grandnephew of sorts, Idris. He can't wait to meet you. Get out in the basketball court. You can show him a couple things once he grows a couple inches, but these hands are ready to palm a basketball, so we know he's going to be your protege one of these days. Hope all is well. We'll see you guys soon.
Hello, Dunkle Marty. It is Dave and Ann here from the mountains of North Carolina. We wanted to wish you a very happy birthday and a very happy retirement. Also, very pleased that for 50 odd years you have been in our lives. You have brought immeasurable humor and joy and happiness to this side of the family as well. So thank you for that, and I hope we continue on into the future and enjoy the same family and friendship that we have until now. Even this current situation can't dampen that. I have one regret, however, and that is that back 25 odd years ago, when you guys got excited about my introduction of the internet to you and my suggestion that you buy massive amounts of stock in internet companies, you didn't do that, and that's unfortunate. And I wish you had taken no, never mind. I know I didn't advise you to do that. But anyway, happy birthday, happy retirement. Here's Ann.
Happy birthday. We wish you lots of joy. Happy birthday. We got a great big boy.
Happy birthday. Love you guys. See you later.
Happy birthday, Toots. Hope you're doing good. We're surviving. We miss you.
Yeah, we really miss you. We wish that we could have a unsocially distanced celebration for your birthday.
But we wanna keep everyone alive. So, maybe especially stay at home. But we would love to see you soon. Maybe you can drop by sometime.
We hope you're doing well, and we really do miss you, and we love you. Bye-bye.
All right, happy birthday. Bye.
Marty, happy birthday. I'm wearing my jacket just for you, but notice no tie.
Happy birthday, Marty. May you have many more.
You have to hit the stop button.
Hi Marty and Lenore, we miss you guys. Would love to celebrate your birthday, Marty, in person.
And your retirement.
Yep, and retirement, and hopefully we'll be able to get out of this wretched place we're in at Lake Tahoe and get to Washington and visit you guys. We think about you a lot, There are a lot of stories that we remember. We'll never forget the first time we met you guys. You got off the airplane in Charleston.
That would be 51 years ago.
And you did not have your uniform on right. Your bars were sideways. But Bob Rafel had cautioned us that you had possibly never worn your uniform before. So right away we knew, that's Marty. And the comedy routine that resulted when you tried to rent a car at the airport, I haven't seen too many better than that. She absolutely refused to rent you a car unless you had a credit card, and you had no credit cards. They wouldn't take your cash. And you finally started emptying your wallet, one piece of paper after the other. I guess you were looking for a credit card that you might have forgotten about, but finally you unfurled this old piece of tattered paper and you lit up and said, aha, here's a note from my mother telling me that I have permission to rent a car. There are countless stories like that. One of my favorites is having dinner with Lenore while you were at a business meeting with executives from DuPont. And when you came back in and sat down for dessert with us, Lenore said, so Marty, I think you had spaghetti for dinner. And you looked at her with a quizzical look and said, no, but I had spaghetti for lunch. Why did you ask? And Lenore started laughing and said, well, Marty, I guess you didn't realize that you have a dried piece of spaghetti stuck to your tie, and it's been there then since lunch. And more recently, at the wedding of one of our daughters, you and Lenore were not going to be able to come, and we were very disappointed. Last minute, you called and said, we can make it, or I can make it. Lenore can't, but I'm only going to come on one condition, and that is that you do not reseat or reconfigure seating. Put me with one of your relatives that nobody else will want to sit with. And Esther and I started laughing because we had quite a few of those. At the end of the day, you were the hit of the wedding. People still talk about the funny guy that was our videographer. So hopefully we get to see you and celebrate with you in person, but we love you both.
Yep, happy birthday, happy retirement. Love, love, love to you and Lenore and your whole family, and we hope to see you soon. We all miss you.
Are you done, Toots? They want to see you more than me.
Bye, guys. We love you.
Bye.
Hi, Tootsie. Happy birthday. We made this for you from some of your friends because we can't all get together for your birthday, but we'll look forward to seeing you next week when we get home. But we are sending lots of love and lots of hugs. And you are the best Tootsie in the world. And you've been a wonderful father and wonderful grandfather. And here are some birthday thoughts from your friends and family all around. So sending love.
Happy birthday, Tootsie. One of my favorite memories with you is one of the cruises when you got escorted off by a wheelchair, and also just the other cruises in general, sitting on your balcony. One thing that I love about you is that's unique, I guess, is your sense of humor and discussing politics with you and Bubby, which was always very interesting, and about being a lawyer. And I don't know what advice I'd give to you about playing basketball because you're already amazing. But yeah. And I love you so much and I miss you. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.
Today's Tootsie's birthday. Wish him a happy birthday. Anything? Happy birthday. Anything else you want to say? Today's Tootsie's birthday. Everything you want to say to him?
Happy birthday.
Anything else?
I love you.
Happy birthday, Toots. Hope you have a good one.
Happy birthday, Tootsie. We love you so much. Can't wait to celebrate with you soon. Happy birthday, Tootsie. We love you so much. Looking forward to celebrating with you soon.
Marty is a short,
slow, aging rec basketball player, I was asked to guard you many times. Is it seared in my memory that the times I would let you go unguarded for like 3 seconds, you would almost always hit a 3-point shot? Or more often it was like a 2-point shot from 2 inches inside the line. Yes, it is seared in my memory. That is true. Miss you, man. When the history of Bethesda area rec basketball is written, there'll be a couple chapters on you, and I will not even merit a footnote. And when the history of being a great dad and a great lawyer and a great husband is written, I suspect the same will be true. I miss you, and happy 78th birthday, Marty Schneider.
Marty, happy 78th birthday. I want to offer you the chance to start a new sport, the wonderful game of cornhole. Open invitation, we've got your chair ready. Come on over, we'll play.
Marty, happy birthday, 102. Didn't think you'd make it that far, but a lot of us didn't either. Still, you're still, upright, still kind of sexy in your own Massachusetts way. Your hair's still growing. Your mind, well, maybe that's not growing as much as it used to. Although I shouldn't really complain because you're faster than I am on the court right now, and that's pretty insulting to me. However, you're good for a few laughs, 50 years more on the court. Maybe one day I'll beat you at horse. I'm practicing. Love you.
Hello, my name is Dwight Drohan, and I'm one of Marty's former colleagues at Steptoe and until COVID-19, and active player in Marty's Tuesday games at St. Albans. I just wanted to say happy birthday to you, Marty. Hope that all is well. Hope that you and your family are getting through this pandemic as healthy as possible. I really enjoyed being able to get to know Marty over the years. I appreciated him letting me play and chat with him occasionally on the sidelines. I appreciated his humor. Marty has a wicked clutch shot. You're not going to find somebody with more ice in their veins with the game on the line at St. Albans. But I think beyond that, I've really enjoyed seeing Marty as a role model, whether he intended to or not. It's endearing to see his relationship with Dan and seeing how they can play with each other after all of these years and get along and toy around on the basketball court. I've really enjoyed seeing Marty's health over the years. As 78-year-old, it's not supposed to be running 5 games a night, and doing that 3 or 4 days a week, if not more than that, is really impressive, and it's something that I think all of the people who play with him have aspired to be able to do one day. And I think most of all, just the culture that Marty has set on those basketball nights tells you a lot about him. Guys are aggressive, and with basketball you get a lot of cursing and screaming and fighting, and you just don't see that. And I think a lot of that has to do with the tone that Marty sets. He's always in a good mood. He's always positive. He's always willing to be fair and make sure that everyone feels included. And I've also appreciated his generosity. I've had friends that are in education, nothing with the legal field, and Marty's allowed them to play. So I've appreciated Marty over the years. Happy birthday. Hope to see you on the court soon. Bye.
A great privilege to have called Marty my friend. He was an awesome teammate, splendid wit, even more splendid jump shot. My heart goes out to his family in their time of loss.
Dad.
My deepest condolences. But
Dad.
I've agreed, I've got alleged to agree to rename the basketball hoop game on
Dad.
Sunday.
Dad.
Marty Memorial.
Dad.
What?
He's alive. He didn't die.
He's alive?
Yeah, it's his birthday.
You're sure about this?
Dad, we went over this. He's not dead. It is his birthday. He is alive. He is very much alive.
Okay. All right. Let me
Yeah, I'll cut it out. I'll cut that part
just,
out.
Just go back and
I'll cut that part
Let's
out.
just start new, okay?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Marty. Happy birthday. I hope that I'm in as good a shape and as good a player as you are when I celebrate my 90th birthday.
Dad.
What?
He's not 90. He's 78.
He's 78?
Yeah, he turned 78.
Yeah, and I'm 25. Okay.
Dad, no, I'm not lying. He's 78.
Okay,
He's
all right.
7'8".
All right, let's start over again then. We'll
Okay.
start from the top. You'll go back and cut all this out. all
Yeah,
right?
I don't know how to cut, but I'll
Okay.
figure it out.
You'll
I'll
figure it out. Okay.
out.
Marty, happy birthday. I love you. We all love you. We all miss you. I can't wait for you to get back on the hardwood dominating ledge. This shot is for you.
Marty, congratulations. You've always been my hero. Whenever I consider leaving the group from basketball, I know that I'm still younger than you are, so I better stay. Congratulations on your retirement. Congratulations on your ripe old age. And I hope to see you again in the future.
Happy birthday, Marty. Good news, your knees are still 20 years younger than Ledge's, so you'll be beating him up and down the court whenever we get back.
And you still have way more hair than me.
We can't wait to get back on the court with you so we can find out who's really your favorite when you pick us first after many months of not seeing how we've played.
Right.
That's where the truth lies. Anyways, we miss you a lot. We hope that you're able to have a great birthday. 78 years young. It's pretty amazing.
Incredible.
And can't wait to see you again soon.
All right, happy birthday.
Marty, June 14th, 2020. Beautiful day. Hope you're doing well. Look forward to playing. I hope you've been practicing. Stay ready. Be well and healthy. Let's have a competition. How many times did it take me to shoot a free throw? See you soon.
Happy birthday, Marty. Saying hi from your apartment that I got to maybe 20 minutes ago from California, where I've been staying for the last 2.5 months. I just want to say what a pleasure and blessing it's been to be introduced to the city by you and to be welcomed with open arms and an open heart, and to play basketball with all the guys. And I appreciate you, and I appreciate everything the way you introduced us to the city. So happy birthday, have a good one, and hopefully this is over soon.
Hi, I'm Will Salatan, and I met Marty a couple years ago. I was shooting in a gym, and he and a friend came in, and they asked me if I wanted to play with them. So that was Wednesday nights. I played with them Wednesdays, and then Marty asked me if I wanted to come in and play on Sundays. So I joined him on Sundays, and then I found out that Marty was playing not once a week, not twice, but 4 times a week, plus the pickleball, plus everything else. And I said to him, Marty, that's got to be a lot of wear and tear on your knees. And he said, yeah, my doctor said I should stop playing so much. So I said, well, what did you tell him? And he said, I got a new doctor. So that's Marty. Doctors come, doctors go. Marty's still here. So happy birthday, Marty, and I'll see you back on the hardwood.
Hey Marty, this is Brett and Sadie, who I don't think you've met yet, but we just wanted to say congratulations on retirement and happy birthday. I just wanted to say thank you. Ever since I got to Step 2, you were always somebody who was always so kind and welcoming, and made sure I got on the basketball list right away to start playing some hoops. And it was just a great example to see that you set that, being in the legal world doesn't mean that you can't be a kind and welcoming person. So with that, just thanks again, and hope, retirement treats you well. You're able to watch some basketball whenever it gets back on, and you can keep playing. Take care.
Hey Marty, happy birthday. Congratulations. And I hope you're doing well and being safe in these unprecedented times. Hey Marty, happy birthday. Congratulations. And I hope you're doing well and being safe in these unprecedented times.